What's up, everybody?
Yo.
We're here.
What's up, baby?
This is a Grown Up with Time podcast, your Nona's favorite podcast.
Another one.
Rocco's back from Australia.
Surely, mate.
How is down under?
It's crocky. Nah, it's crazy. It's a whole nother world.
Wait, first you went to Hawaii,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
and then you went to Australia.
It's beautiful, but I'm not making that trip again.
No?
Way too many hours, bro. Way too many hours. And those kids on that flight, they were
Geeping it up?
crying every 2 seconds. I want to rip my hair out. But location's beautiful. Everybody definitely got to
So the only time you'll go to Australia is for the bag?
That's it, baby.
How was the honeymoon?
It's very nice. Very nice.
Can we expect a little Roquito coming soon?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Shots fired. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Before you go to Italy, we had to get one episode in.
What a summer, man. What a summer.
This is the summer of Rocco right here.
That's it. It's a
You
summer
got
to
married,
remember.
honeymoon, another wedding in Italy coming up.
Let's see how it goes. I'm
This is
excited.
what dreams are made of.
One and done. Let's get it.
How did you guys like Australia?
It was nice. It was nice. I saw a lot of similarities between like Sydney, New York. Cairns was like Florida. A lot of nature.
Cairns, like, how you pronounce it?
Cairns.
Cairns,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Not Karens, like the ones that are cool when you're doing something bad.
No Karens over there.
I saw that because you put like something like where to go if you're in Karen, and a lot of people are like, there's a lot of animals there.
Yeah, it's all nature.
Did you experience that?
Yeah. I mean, I saw a couple spiders that were big, but everybody says the spiders as big as humans.
That was cat?
Not that it was cat, but it's like you got to be looking for it, you know? It's not like they're going to just walk in.
As big as you, though, for real?
Nah, they're big, but not as big as humans. At least not that I have seen there.
That's the spider that would get Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was good. Sydney is like, it's more of like a New York vibe, you know?
Did
just
you see
way
any
cleaner.
Italians on your journey?
I saw a couple. I was in Hawaii. I met this really nice family that they knew us. They followed us. So that was cool.
Did they buy you guys a round of drinks at least?
No. It was just BSing for a little bit.
They're just wasting time?
But Australia, I didn't really see many Italians. They said they know there's a lot of tourists. So maybe I was.
Well, they say Melbourne's where the Italians.
Yeah, and I was on the complete opposite coast. So maybe one day, like you said, if the bag is right,
we'll go to Australia. But going there, you broke it up. You did Hawaii, and then you stayed Hawaii a little bit. Then you went to Australia.
Yeah.
But coming home, you came straight.
No, I stopped in Cali.
In LA.
It was a 2-hour layover. It was like a 13-hour flight, though. It was brutal.
From Australia to LA.
Yeah, from Sydney to LA. And
what a nightmare.
Yeah, so that's a trip you do once. You don't do it again unless there's an opportunity.
And then buonanotte.
Unless an opportunity presents itself. But here we are, Espresso Time.
Espresso Time. I already drank mine.
I feel like I'm on the clock over here.
Espresso Time is the best time.
I'm on the hot seat.
I have a little drop left in there.
No, but
we haven't done like a fun episode in a while. This summer we did a lot of like guest episodes, and we're at like 200 something episodes, so you guys should know us by now, but it's always good to like remind everybody, and take some questions from our followers.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking the other day, I was like, we haven't done an Espresso Time in a little while, so I think it's time, and it's time for me to ask you the questions. So
I'm not gonna ask you anything. It's all you.
I mean, if you want, I guess I could ask you.
Or you
a
can
handful.
chime in on.
I'll just chime in. So, here we go. Espresso Time questions. Yamorin. So this one's from God's gift to the world.
Wow.
Do you cook the meatballs before they go in the sauce, or you let them cook in the sauce? What do you do?
Well, I'll be honest.
What's your ideal meatballs?
My real answer is that I've never been in charge of sauce making.
Okay.
But from what I see,
if you like, how do you prefer it then?
But from what I see, right? This is just from what I see, that when you fry the meatballs, like in oil, and then put it in a sauce, it makes it very like greasy.
Okay.
You see just blotches of grease in the sauce. What my mom does is she actually bakes the meatballs and then puts it in the sauce. But I've also seen the people that cook the meatballs in the sauce, and the meatballs are very tender like that. So it's really all preference,
Yeah, I mean, the way I like it is definitely fried first. Bake is number 2. But like you said, it can be greasy. The only problem what I have that put in a raw chopped meat, like meatballs, straight in the sauce, is when you're turning the pot, you're going to hit the meatball sometimes.
Yeah, and then it comes out a little shanga.
Yeah, you're going to have like a bolognese instead of a meatball.
But
it's still good.
Fried meatballs are the best, though.
Yeah, it's the best. Anything fried is always the best. Okay, so this one is from Brian Catanzarite. I don't even know if I said that right. So not many things better than hot chicken cutlets right off the pan. Correct?
Yeah, it's the best.
That's your number one?
Straight off. I love when Italians, we fucking put a little piece of paper towel.
And then soak up the oil?
Yeah. Only the ones on the bottom actually get the little, oil soaked up.
I know.
That's like when you go to eat pizza and you get like a tissue
to
get
wipe the grease.
I don't know how much it helps, but yeah, man. Fried chicken cutlets, life-changing.
Yeah, fried chicken cutlets the best. Thin and crispy. We say it almost every day.
A little burnt almost, like a little.
That's the best. Okay, next we got Martino_Mario06. Do you think the voting for the tournaments are a joke?
Like the brackets you're saying? I mean, listen, not every follower of ours, some people just do like answer for fun. Some people like, it is what it is. Like some things, I don't agree with everything, but everybody's entitled to their opinion too.
Yeah. So you can't.
Like not everybody's going to think the same thing as you.
Right. Like recently, the best Italian actors,
De Niro
won, and
and
rightfully
people get crazy
so.
because of politically.
Yeah, but he's still one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah, and some people like say he's not full Italian. This, that,
25% Italian.
But anyway, listen. The only thing I wish from like a lot of people on that list is I'm gonna call them out too, but I wish they would like circle back to their roots about being like an Italian American a little more. Because what I see is a lot of Italians like get big from being Italian, and then once they're big enough, they forget about. You know what I'm saying? And that drives me a little crazy.
Numerous amount of people off the top of my head I can name, but it is what it is. That's what we're here for. We gotta at least push the Italian culture as best. At least
GUI, our page we're ran by Italians.
Stick to our roots, We
don't hire kids that aren't Italians to run our page. Yeah, like some people I know.
We take a lot of pride in that.
No, because a lot of people even ask me, like, who are the producers for your shows, for your pods? Like, where do you get all this stuff from? I'm like, it's all from us.
Yeah, it's all homegrown.
It's all inspiration. Yeah. Like, we'll be sitting down with our Zias and hear something, be like, write a note. Then we create a graphic.
Yeah, it's not fake content. Yeah. It's all stuff that we've been through and people that are close to us, family, friends that have helped us along the way.
They send us stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
That's always appreciated.
So I'll let you answer this one, and then I'll chime in a little bit. This one's Angelo_Tamburino89. Wow. How to grow a social media page based around Italian content.
Oh, we were just talking about consistency, though. Anything in life, not just social media, but anything you want to succeed in, you got to be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, so what I'll say, if you're like us, we have a...
I'm not going to tell, like, somebody it might be competition how to be...
Yeah, no. But if you're like us who have a great passion and love for the culture... then obviously you do centered content around being Italian. But I don't recommend if you're like an influencer or aspiring influencer, I wouldn't put yourself in that corner of just being Italian, right? Like unless you truly love it.
Because people always say to us, like, why do you just do Italian stuff? Like, you should do more stuff. And I say, I'd rather be the biggest fish in the pond than,
Yeah, I love that quote.
Be a little fish in the sea,
Yeah.
I'd rather
the biggest fish in the pond than the
and right now we're like a piranha. Like on the wild,
Yeah, it's great, man. I mean, I feel like at this point, everybody who thinks Italian thinks us. So like, you got to be the best at what you can do, and that'll make you different, be unique. There you go. I'll let you ask me the rest of it,
all right,
and then you chime in.
Oh, okay, this is a good one.
Just say the
Christian
name.
Madero. Is there a generation you consider stop considering someone Italian?
Before growing up Italian, I'm not gonna lie. It was
after the first?
It was like after the second. I was like, this is not really an Italian here. Now it's like, I don't think it really matters. Eventually, we're gonna have great grandchildren, that are gonna want to know about the culture and want to learn about what we experienced growing up. And who's to say they're not Italian just like us?
I agree.
So I think there's infinite generations as long as you have
I think so too. As long as you're proud, like. Because we just had Nicky Riz on the pod, and he's 5th generation. Meals by Cuja's 5th generation. And these kids are so proud to be Italian. So, like, it actually, like, made me, like, from our, like, whole journey on growing up Italian, it made me gain a lot of respect for some people.
Yeah, you easily could lose that. Like, what's the point of holding on to that? So
especially in America.
That makes me happy seeing people still that passionate.
Hell yeah. For sure. Especially in America where... you have pop music and so much diversity. Like, you could easily forget your roots and just
easily
become full American, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What is an aspect of Italian culture you do not like?
I would say probably the stereotypes. I mean,
Easy the Great One said that one, by the way.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, every culture has stereotypes, but the number one most annoying thing is affiliation with the mafia.
Yeah,
I think no matter where you go,
Italians got the worst ones, though.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we know it firsthand, so we'll say it's the worst. I'm sure, you know,
Like,
some got other reputations.
Italian's nickname, like stereotypical, is a grease ball.
Yeah, Guinea.
So think
grease
about
ball.
it, like someone calls you a grease ball. Like you're
Bro,
literally.
if I don't know you call me a grease ball, like that's kind of not sitting well with me. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Like if somebody comes up to me, it's like, yo, look at this grease ball. Like I'm not gonna be like, that's funny. Like,
Yeah, I don't like that.
not to be like corny and say I'm sensitive,
like
but
a lot of these people that like do like social media content. Like when it's an Italian person making fun of Italians, I'm like, okay, cool. But when it's someone that's not Italian making fun of Italians, like I feel like a type of way. Like,
well, I'm sure other cultures can relate
Exactly.
to your statement too.
Exactly.
You know? So there's no sensitivity there. It's just facts.
Great Nico _05. He's not that great because the question he's asking you.
What he said.
The best item at Olive Garden.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're gonna say breadsticks?
I mean, we only had it once.
We only had it once, and we actually
The
filmed
best
it. Yeah.
item, I guess, the tiramisu, if it was fresh.
No.
You know, those breadsticks were terrible.
Yeah, they were like tosto come una bread.
Yeah, there's not even, maybe we had it after an hour, so maybe it wasn't too good, but
Now, I mean, listen, Olive Garden, in all fairness, Olive Garden is like fast food Italian food. So it's like McDonald's. Like you eat an authentic burger from a steakhouse and then you eat McDonald's, like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not fair to say, but yeah, from my experience, not anything I would say best.
right. Yeah.
It's like saying there's 6 different kinds of poop. Which one's the best?
Yeah, which one smells the best? Exactly.
Hunter from 252. Who in GUI gets recognized the most in public?
Oh,
I don't know if we've ever been all together to judge it.
I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
would
start keeping my stats though.
start challenging. I would say that whenever we're somewhere, it's usually you that gets approached.
No, Rosadia, I think, because of the whole.
Yeah, Rosadia has the most viral
Yeah,
clips.
Rosadia has a couple.
I think you got the most clout
millions.
though. You know, like you'll be in the background of Koosh videos.
Yeah.
You'll be like the B-roll guy. You know what I mean? So people know your face.
It's funny when I
And
just
you're
went
bald,
to the Met game. Yeah, I'm very recognizable. When I went to the Met game with Nico, I got recognized a couple of times. Like, damn, you're coming up. I'm like, this is my demographic. So yeah, you know, Queens, Brooklyn people,
Yankees,
you know,
Mets.
Yankees, Mets, you know,
big time.
But I would say Rosadia because she has so many views.
Yeah, she has the most viral clips.
Yeah, so
millions.
I would say her. And Michaela gets recognized the least. If we're answering. Where do you see GUI in 10 years? I like this question
that's
a lot.
Great question. I mean, this summer especially, we're just building something great, and it's
We have some
honestly,
big partnership on the way.
Honestly,
The partnership is definite, but the business model isn't.
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We're excited about it. We're working on it.
Honestly, just like an Italian empire, one that continues to promote, influence generations to come, offices, buildings, storefronts, positivity. Just like what I envision 10 years is me and Sabino walking into an office with like 30 employees.
Yeah, me too.
You know, like
30.
maybe
we're
more.
almost at 30 now.
You know what I mean? Like,
But we're not. They're not all in the office.
They're actually looking up statistics.
They're spread out right now. No, but I actually aside from like you said the answer like the business model. I want to get into a little bit like the content part, but like I want to be the guys that like get hit up when they like, let's say an artist from Italy or like a big influencer from Italy, like an actor, whatever. Like when they come to New York, they hit us up and they're like, we need to do some content. What do you suggest? Like,
yeah.
And we plan like some collaborations for them, like with artists, helping them get features from like some of the biggest artists here.
Yep.
Like just being a conduit from Italy to America.
Yeah, and to add on to that, a production company, maybe even a music label. If we're doing all that, have our own studio where we're recording music, all that. You
Listen,
know?
we already know the biggest artists in Italy. Like I was talking about the other day, it's like at the top 10, I probably know like 6 or 7 of the top 10.
It's bananas.
So it's very doable, you know? It's just about people coming here more often because for 2 years there was no movement. Now people are starting to come back to New York.
Right.
Top 5 Italian baseball players. Before, that was by my boy Will Carucci. But before I ask you that, I'm just going to say this. Joey Gallo, and Joey Gallo.
Joey Callo.
This guy's going to fucking strike out again.
That video
was the greatest.
Yeah, it's such a good video.
He was so good last year, and this year he's just
he's always been pretty mid. He just hits home runs, He's a low average hitter.
I saw his stats. He's batting like 150.
Yeah, it's terrible. 15 hits and 100 at bats. That's
crazy.
Terrible.
Why is he still playing?
And in New York, that's hard to mask.
Why is he still? Do they not have a guy on the bench, or is
this guy hits
riding out with him?
He hits bombs. That's why. But
with Benintendi, he's gonna play for him. No.
Well, that's basically saying Gallo, you're out the door.
Or DH. Who's the DH for you guys?
It's usually Donaldson. Sometimes. Stanton.
But he doesn't play third.
Yeah,
and Duhar plays third.
They mix it up. They mix it up all the time.
But five best players.
Oh yeah. So the
Joey D.
Bro, DiMaggio to me is number one.
I never seen the guy play though.
Yeah, we
were just talking about
what's
Yankee
crazy?
Clipper.
I love DiMaggio. I heard he was a little stingy.
Cheap?
He used to book it from restaurants, not even pay the bill.
Yeah, and listen, he was banging out Marilyn Monroe. He should be number one. Just
a lot of people would tell me I don't know how he got Marilyn Monroe because he was so cheap. So
that's why she left him.
When you got a 56 game
banging
history,
out JFK.
Yeah, my God.
She's one of the greatest Zoccolas of all time. We're going to do top 5 Italian baseball players. We'll do top 5 Zoccolas too. So we got Joe DiMaggio, number one. Yogi Berra, is he Italian?
Yeah, he has Italian roots.
I never seen him play either. These are guys I never seen their...
Joe DiMaggio, number 1. I would put Berra number 2. Piazza, number 3. 4 and 5 is where it gets tough.
John Franco. Shout out to my guy, John Franco.
You could put, he's one of the best closers. I would put.
And then Barry Zito.
Yeah, that's a fair top 5. That's a fair top 5.
Is there anybody we're missing before we go? Because
it's all the modern days that we're gonna get ripped on. I mean, you can't say Conforto's top 5. You can't say Rizzo's top 5.
Well, Rizzo could probably compete for the top 5 because
he's definitely top 10.
He broke the curse for Chicago Cubs, so I'll give him that. There's nobody else off the top of my head.
Off the top of my head, if they don't stick, then they're not top 5.
Yeah. Fave character in Sopranos.
Oh man, that's a great question. To me, it's probably Chris Moltisanti. He reminded me a lot of myself, stupid troublemaker.
Chrissy
didn't have his mind in the right spots, but he had to get guided by people older than him, and then eventually. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but.
As if you didn't watch it by now, you're not spoiling anything. Just turn off the interview. But honestly, R.I.P. to him. And I'm not answering this because he just passed away. But Tony Sirico, Paulie Walnuts, iconic character.
Yeah.
When we posted that he passed away, you felt how much it hurt the community. He was a great,
so many great
character.
Lines. What do you hear? What do you say?
He was just as far as Italian American. He was the ultimate Italian American. And even in the episode where they went back to Italy, I thought that was the funniest when he's like, "Let me get some
gravy,
macaroni and gravy." Guess to gravy. Yeah. And then when he's drinking a coffee and nobody's saying hello to him.
Yeah.
It's like, "Buongiorno, commendatore."
Well, what I love about Tony is he had a crime history in his past. And he's like, I'll love to be in The Sopranos, but one thing I cannot be in the show is a rat. Just because, he just lived by that in real life and in the acting world.
He was in Goodfellas, too.
Yeah. Phenomenal actor. This is a tribute to him. Rest in peace to a legend. That shocked the world.
Speaking of rest in peace legend, we lost 4 iconic Italian American actors.
I can't believe it.
In 60 days.
That's unbelievable.
So it's really really hurts seeing these people that we make memes of and kind of get inspired by.
James Caan and Tony Sirico was a day apart.
Yeah.
That to me was unbelievable.
And then we have Paul guy that played Paul Cicero, right?
Who?
Don't play Uncle Paul.
Yeah.
Paul Cicero, and then
and we have the Italian American football player too.
Yeah, Tony Siragusa. Mm-hmm. But then we're missing Goodfellas, Henry Hill. Why am I forgetting his name? Not Ray Liotta. I don't know why. The reason why I forget his name too because his real last name isn't Liotta. I think he was adopted, but
Oh, really?
Ray Liotta, like, bro, Goodfellas is iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic character.
It wouldn't be what it was if it wasn't for him.
But yeah, it really like hurts the community to see those 4 guys go.
Absolutely.
Such a short time.
Before we wrap up Espresso Time,
We have a
everybody's
Scopa tournament to go to.
Oh
by
yeah,
the
we
way.
got that. So get ready for that one. You're not even participating over here.
I'll be judging and seeing if there's any single ladies in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully, I'll hold GUI down. But everybody's favorite segment: overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated.
Let's get it.
Sabino, Espresso.
Perfectly rated. Listen, do me a favor, don't do me no favors, all right? Don't give me no pumpkin spice bullshit. Brown sugar cream, shaken, not stirred. Listen, a little shot of espresso, no sugar. It's good for the
plain.
fasting. Yeah, plain Jane, no sugar. I wasn't ever like a no sugar guy, but I learned
Yeah.
when you're trying to lose the bonds, you gotta,
No,
you know,
no need for the sugar.
you gotta cut it out.
How many
So,
espressos you drink a day?
Listen, I used to drink a lot. Now I do 2, 3 the most. If I do
Tops.
3, I'm tweaking.
Yeah.
2 is perfect.
Yeah.
1 in the morning, 1 after lunch.
No double shots ever.
No. Listen, if you have a good espresso, you don't need a double shot. It's
All
that
right.
simple.
All right.
So, espresso is underrated. All the other stuff,
So underrated.
yeah,
You're saying
it's
you're changing
underrated,
it.
Yeah. Wait, what did I
You
say?
said perfectly.
Nah, underrated. Because
All right.
it honestly like it's used in so many other drinks too.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
the base on so many.
That's on the affogato, the espresso.
yeah, affogatos on ice cream.
Ice
you know,
cream,
yeah,
there's
it's on
espresso.
so much stuff. Man,
Yeah.
so much.
All right. Cappuccino.
Cappuccino's a little overrated
Why?
because people hype it up too much. You know, like after dinner, oh, cappuccino. Like in Italy, you don't drink cappuccino
After 11 a.m.?
dinner. Yeah, it's like in Italy, cappuccino is like a breakfast thing.
Yeah.
But then I feel like in America, nobody drinks cappuccino no more. Like
Right.
people get turned up on like the cold brews here. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I would say overrated because cappuccino's like over here is like a after dinner thing, and in Italy's a breakfast thing. And for me, it's a little overrated because I just have the espresso plain.
Okay. All right. Last one. Now this is how we say it: crema di caffè or cremino.
Very underrated. Listen, we just put our machine back in the shop and it's spinning like this 18 hours a day. that thing I gotta stay away from because
You could have like 10 of those, right?
it's like 500 calories for this much. So you gotta stay away from it. But
It's so good.
it's delicious. In the summertime on the beach,
The best.
it's the best. You come out of the pool, come out of the ocean, crema di caffè time, you know?
Absolutely. I agree with all 3 of those. But as always, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this
Shout out to
espresso
Lil
time.
Pick behind
Behind the camera, holding it down, fellow Italian. Take it easy,
Buonanotte.
guys.